A few years ago, I went through the Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C., and on the plane home, I read the book by Viktor Frankl. He's a psychiatrist who survived those death camps. Man's Search for Meaning is the name of the book. And he wrote about what he called the last freedom. And he said this: everything can be taken from a man, but one thing. The last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. When we are no longer to be able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. So rather than allow an attitude to impair our destiny or the peace that we could have right now, I want to talk about how do we take back that attitude. Now, it doesn't start by making a list of things to be grateful for, to be positive about, or all the blessings. That really doesn't do it. You have to lay a foundation for attitude, and that foundation, and I've come up with some G words here, and the first one is grace. We take our attitudes back when we fill our lives with grace. Now, I'm not going to be touching the screen as Steve does. He's very good at that. I'm not a trained professional. Last time I did it, it brought up a rerun of Gilligan's Island. So they're going to do that for me. But if you follow the notes there in your program, you will see that we take back our attitudes when we fill our lives and our minds with grace. You know, when you are so full of God's grace, when you understand that you're a sinner, that you're imperfect, you do imperfect things, we're living an imperfect life, and God perfectly understands that. When you are so saturated with what God has done for you, you can't help but want to do that for other people. You want to share it. And so this is an undeserved gift from God. It is something that cannot be earned. It's undeserved, it's a gift, and you can't earn it. Because it's a gift. You can't earn a gift. It wouldn't be a gift if we could earn it. But you have to accept it to receive the gift. It's like Joshua was given the promised land, but he had to go in and take it. We have to accept God's gift. We have to say, God, I want it because I need it, and I believe that you sent your son so that I could have it, so I accept it. I accept all of it for everything I've ever done, for everything that I'm going to do that is not according to your plan or your will. It changes everything when we experience that grace. Versus what shame does. You know, shame is that white, fuzzy berry in the little plastic container that eventually infects all of the other berries that are in there. Shame is that, and Christians get really fuzzy because they don't fully get rid of all the shame of their life. They're walking around thinking, well, you know, I know God loves me, but certain things I still got to pay for. God wipes the slate clean. And so when we truly live in that and we understand that, we can't help but be so wanting other people to experience it. What we receive from God, we're just naturally going to give it away to other people. So if you're a grace-filled person, you're going to give grace to the other folks that are stumbling around you, making mistakes. It is the foundation of a wonderful life.